Hi everyone, welcome back for another video. Today's is a bit of a different video to anything I've done before. I'm going to be recreating Pinterest inspired scrapbook layouts. So I've realised over my years of scrapbooking that my creativity kind of wanes a little bit. Either I have this vision of what I want to kind of do in my head and then what actually happens never actually matches it, or I'm good at looking at other people's ideas and then sort of recreating them or sort of changing them and using them as inspiration. So I've seen many trends like this with clothes where people sort of recreate outfits they've seen on Pinterest. So I thought I'd do a scrapbook version and do layouts I've been inspired by on Pinterest. So I'm going to do this for the title page of a small layout that I'm going to do in my UK scrapbook from a trip I did recently to a local zoo. So these are all the supplies I'm going to use. So first of all, these are my photos. So I get them from a company called Free Prints because they give you like an allowance of 45 prints per month for free, and you just have to pay for postage, which the postage is about £3.99. So, you know, I don't think that works out too bad. So I've already sort of sorted them into the different categories. So the main category in this scrapbook, it's actually turned out to be a bigger scrapbook than I thought it would be. I was hoping it would just be a double page spread. I think it's probably going to be maybe 5 or 6 pages. But yeah, the main sort of pages will be the reason that we went to the zoo, and that was to do a penguin experience. So I bought this for my partner's birthday, and we had a little interaction with the penguins, and then we got to look around the rest of the park for the rest of the day. So yeah, there's quite a few from this experience. So we got to feed the penguins, which was really cool. And then we got to take them for their little daily walk as well, which was so cute. So yeah, I've ended up printing more photos here than I anticipated, and I'm also trying to experiment with different photo sizes. So because the Free Prints only does 6x4s in the allowance, I played around on Canva and managed to sort of stick or edit 2 photos so that together they make a 6x4, and then I can chop them in half and make 2 3x4s. So yeah, I've got photos of different sizes for many of the different animals we saw. So that's the penguin experience. I've then put together all of my photos from all the big cats. So we've got the tigers, the jaguar, and then the lions. I know zoos are controversial, but this place, it's called Wingham Wildlife Park. It's near Canterbury in Kent, but they are very good at animal conservation. So the lion here, they rescued from a circus in France. So they are trying to look after the animals, and all of the enclosures had lots of space. So I know zoos are still controversial, but they are doing good work there. Then these are just pictures from the reptile house, so that won't be a very big section. And then, so these are any kinds of primates we saw. So we got sort of chimpanzees, baboons, howler monkeys, cute little chimps, an orangutan. I managed to get lots of pictures of the different orangutans, and then the little baby one because he was so cute. So yeah, that will be quite a big spread as well. So the penguins and this one will probably be a double page spread, and then I'm hoping to sort of dot the others around. Then I might use these ones as my title page. So I really liked the giraffes and the meerkats. So yeah, they might be, not that they were my favourites, but sort of they'd be a good thing to go on the front page because they were the ones I really enjoyed. I had to say the penguins were my favourite because, you know, we got to feed them and learn a bit about them. But yeah, apart from that, the giraffes and the meerkats I really liked. I did also really like the sloths. I went to Costa Rica last year and we realised we could have just come here instead. No, I mean, I wouldn't have swapped my trip to Costa Rica for anything. So yeah, tried to get, managed to get some really good shots of the sloths. So I've kind of done this as like a South America / Central America thing, because also there were some capybaras. So yeah, I might do those as one section for sort of Central / South America. And then finally we had some lemurs. These are just some sort of like ones that didn't go in other categories. So I love this picture. So you could walk among the lemurs, and as I stood next to it, it started cleaning itself. So that was fun. And then yeah, just got some really good close-ups of the lemurs. The Arctic wolves were amazing as well. And then a red panda and an otter. So they're kind of going to be dotted about in any space that's spare throughout the layout. So yeah, they're all the photos. As I say, I did end up printing out a lot, and I had to really restrict myself on how many photos I was going to print out. So yeah, and then these are all kind of like my supplies. So obviously, because it's animal themed, I wanted some animal paper. So I got this off Amazon. It was only like £3. And the idea is that they're kind of like origami. So you can kind of make your own animal. So yeah, I mean, I could use some of these to sort of draw around and cut them out. But I won't be using all of these, but obviously there's a cheetah. I mean, we saw a jaguar rather than a cheetah, but that could work. So there weren't any zebras, so I probably won't use that. The giraffe paper I'm hoping to use, the tiger paper, and then sort of like reptile paper for the snake and the crocodiles. So any paper that I don't use there, I am hoping one day to do a safari, so we'll hopefully be able to use that there. Sorry. And then I've just got this 6x6 paper pad that I got from Hobbycraft. So it's called Wild Prints. So yeah, it's just not your traditional colours for animal prints. So I thought this would be cool to use. I really like the giraffe print there and that one. So hoping to use that on my title page. And then yeah, just got some cool other prints there. And then finally, these are some cutouts that I've already used. I think I used this in my Costa Rica album, but we saw an alligator, we saw monkeys. So yeah, there's sort of lots of those that I could probably use in this as well. And then I've got a sticker page. So yeah, I'll probably use A Day at the Zoo, this one, as part of the title page. And then I was thinking of getting some like animal themed washi tape, but actually I don't need to because I've got these ones here which will work. And then obviously, like, we saw a sloth, we saw a giraffe, did see a flamingo, but I didn't print a photo out of that one. Lion. So yeah, I'll be able to use a lot of these for the layout. I did find this sort of just plain bit of card which I might use. So yeah, just to kind of give like a neutral background. And then I thought I'd use this for the penguin page, obviously. So this is from a Winter Wonderland collection, but I can't imagine, it's not a cut apart, so I'd probably just use this as a backing paper anyway, so it would make sense to do it in the penguin, on the penguin pages. And then I did find this one with lots of cactuses on it, so and I quite like this as well, so if I need some more backing paper for some other pages, I might use that. So yeah, that's all the supplies. So now I will get into showing the layouts that I've sort of found for inspiration for the scrapbook. So this is like my Pinterest board, my scrapbooking Pinterest board, so kind of got lots of different ideas here. So these are the pages or the layouts I've saved sort of so far. So I quite like this layout here, the way like the title's in the middle and then they've got sort of various animals around the outside with the prints. And I quite like this one as well, where yeah, they've kind of got the giraffe print paper around around the outside, although I think that's material, but obviously I'll be using paper. So yeah, I think I'm going to kind of base my title page for this on these two designs. So I'll try to keep those to pop them up on screen, and I'll get on with this and we will see the finished product. So this is the finished title page. So those were the two kind of layouts that I sort of merged together. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far. I think the cardboard on the back sort of helps to give it a neutral background. And then I did consider sort of making some unique shapes out of this, kind of a bit like this one had, but in the end I chose to just sort of stick the paper in and then arrange the photos on it. So yeah, happy with it so far and looking forward to doing the rest of the scrapbook. So I will leave this video here. Thank you very much for watching if you did, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.